Wednesday, August 28th, 1:19 p.m. New York time. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, help me out. Subscribe. If you want to get notifications when the video's out, you can hit the bell. But if you want to get access to the video the same day I produce it and release it, that's on my Patreon page. Links below. I'm going to talk about the industry travel services. We'll go over some stocks on the cruise lines. If you looked at yesterday's video, that was on airlines. So overall, it's the transportation category we're looking at. Highly recommend you first look at the one I posted day before on airlines to get better perspective of the correlation with the cruise lines. So since summer is near end and schools started back up, compare how the companies are performing. So we're looking at a 5-year chart, and each candle is week. Obviously, the current one is not done yet. That's the one on the far right. First, Carnival Corporation. Stock symbol Charlie Lima. Yep. Here's a high for the past 5 years. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Much closer to the low. Poor performer. Now, if you look at last year, here's the low of last year. Here's the high of last year. Hooks. Bigger trading range. This year, we are still inside the range of last year. Yep, we're still below the high of last year. Poor performer. You have the U.S. stock index all-time new high. And this company, still below last year. Still below a 5-year low. Poor performer. And now, for this week, look at this, forming a bearish pin bar. Massive distribution. Smart money has been selling up here at the highs. That's just one company. Let's go on to the next. Lima, India, November, Delta. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Here's the high for the past 5 years. So we're inside the range from the high and low of the past 5 years. And then here's the high of last year. Here's the low of last year. We're inside that range, just like the first one. Poor performer. And look at that prior week, huge green bullish candle. And this week, big wick on the top, just like these. Poor performer. Next, Norwegian Cruise Lines. Here's the high for the past 5 years. Here's the low for the past 5 years. And look at these lower highs. Lots of problems. Let's fix this one. I think I put that number wrong. Yep, definitely put that year mistake. Because you didn't communicate that with me, people. Shame on y'all. Communications effectively helped me out. Well, here's the high of last year. Here's the low of last year. Again, look at these hooks. And we're inside that range of last year. Yeah, really weak. And lower highs. Royal Caribbean. Here's the low past 5 years. And this year made a high for the past 5 years. Wow, big difference. Better performing than all the other ones. Here's the low for this year. Again, look at that big green candle that formed there and taking off, going back to retest these highs. Well, apparently they are performing better than all the other ones so far. Viking Holdings, rather new. That's why it doesn't have 5 years of history. Here's the low. Here's the high for the year. Just like the other ones, doing that move up. But again, poor performing here for the current week. They're already stuck between the high and low of the prior week, inside candle. So that was the major cruise lines. Overall, poor performing for the past 5 years, similar to the airlines. You go ahead and Buy one of these if you want. Invest in one of these. I'll stick with winners. There are better opportunities for investing using your capital that you worked hard for. And you can take lower risk by doing the stock ETFs of the sectors. I have that playlist too. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.